Good morning. I'm here with Karen Lewin, swimming her first time around, well, not around Harbor Island, but in the waters. How did you like it?
I loved it. It was great. I had a good tour guide.
All right, thank you. Well, next time we will get kayak support or paddleboard, and maybe you'll have time to do the 2.8 miles all around. Well, I discovered that Karen is a Type I diabetic, and my daughter Millicent is a Type I, and so I feel very bonded when I find out someone is a Type I. So can you tell us how many years you've lived with it, and then we'll get into swimming with it. What do you do to prepare?
I've had diabetes, Type 1 diabetes, for about 26 years. So I was an adult when I got it, but it's still Type 1. I am also a nurse and a diabetes educator. So I became a diabetes educator after I discovered I had diabetes. I try and stay active, not only because I'm old and I need to stay in shape, but also to try and help control the diabetes as well. So I do a lot of swimming and just a tiny bit of cycling. And I compete in open water swims. And I'm not as fast as my friend Lynn here. I get the job done usually, so.
That's great. So tell me how you prepared today for the swim. We were going to head out for 1 hour, and you're obviously not wearing a pump. What are some things that you wanted to make sure that you wouldn't have any issues, highs or lows?
So my first thing is I always exercise first thing in the morning, so I don't do it after eating breakfast. I do it before, because that way I don't have to shoot my rapid insulin and risk going low. So I'm basically in a fasted state, except for a little bit of last night's insulin still on board. I check my sugar. I wear a continuous glucose monitor, which is the Dexcom, which I have on my leg here.
Okay.
And that's always with me. That will read my sugar to my phone and also to my Apple Watch. But I don't have my phone with me, so I'm not getting a reading at the moment. But,
do you sometimes swim with your phone in your buoy, or not really?
Depends on how long the swim would be. If I'm kayak assisted in a race, yes. I always make sure that I have...
Or does the kayaker maybe monitor you too,
yes,
or carry it? Okay.
Yes. I also carry, I take a X amount of carb depending on how far I'm swimming, how long I'm swimming, and the perceived effort.
Mm-hmm.
I would start with usually about 24 grams of carb for a swim for an hour or so today. And then I always carry stuff with me. So today I have a gel pack with me. That's actually a pure maple syrup, happens to be.
And you told me this before we started. So when you swim with people, it's a good thing for you to tell them, hey, I'm Type 1 and I have this. So, just in case you pass out in the water, they'll know, oh, she's diabetic. We need to maybe take action and get sugar in her body.
Yes, I never swim alone, and I always let people know what I'm doing. If I'm cycling, of course, I always have food with me and my phone and everything for just in case. And it's just a matter of staying active to try to control the diabetes as best that I can. Do I have lows? Yes, all the time. And they're aggravating, frustrating, and frightening. But the more you try and keep your sugars under control, the more you tend to have lows, because you're trying to keep them from not being too high. So I never ever go anywhere without some form of something to treat low. Even when I walk my dog for 10 minutes, I keep something in my pocket. And I have gone low walking my dog.
Okay.
So I'm always...
Well, thank you, Karen. You're quite an inspiration, and I hope I can share this video with people and inspire them to be athletic, to not be afraid of it, to not be, afraid of it, that you can treat it, you can manage it.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks very much, Lynn.